In this video, I'm going to talk about the importance of ventilating your roof, and I'm going to talk specifically about closing up low-profile roof vents and installing ridge vent. If you have a pitched roof, we're talking about a roof with angles like this. As physics teaches us, heat rises. So as that heat rises up in the attic, if you're able to let that heat exhaust at the peak of the roof, that is absolutely the most efficient way to ventilate. Now, most roofs do not have ridge vents on them. They are becoming more and more popular, but it's just one of those things where it kind of depends on the roofer that installed the roof, sort of what he preferred. We install ridge vents wherever and whenever possible. You really need long ridges to be able to do that. A lot of ranch style houses have long ridges. Some of your more contemporary houses with newer architecture have really cut up roofs with lots of valleys, hips, ridges, and there's not the long ridges that are advantageous to ridge vent. You really need a ridge that's 10 feet or longer. So just keep that in mind. If you do want to install ridge vents, and if this is something you want to do yourself, this is what you do. You do not want to put ridge vents on and leave your other vents on your roof, because what happens is your ridge vent becomes your exhaust. The other vents further down the roof from the ridge vent, those become your intake. You don't want that. You want your intake for all of your fresh air to be coming in around the eaves of the house, down around the overhangs. We call that the cornice. Up through the soffit is where you want to pull your new air, and then you want to take it all the way up and exhaust it out the top. That's why we recommend that ridge vent, because it just works with physics like we've already discussed. Identify the vents that need to come off. So need to remove all of those. You can either be super thorough, take back shingles, take back underlayment, put down new decking, put down new underlayment, put down shingles, or you can go the fast route. And this is great if you're going to do it yourself. Take that vent off, clear out a little area around that hole, that gap. It's probably going to be a square hole. Take a piece of valley metal. You can get it in rolls from Home Depot or Lowe's or any other box store. Cut it, nail it down, and then underlay and shingle right over the top of that. Now, if it's a huge hole, you don't really want to do that because you don't want someone stepping through that metal. But it's a small hole, steep roof, not going to be a problem, because when you're climbing up a steep roof, usually you're climbing up valleys or up hips and ridges. The DIY part of the thing is you probably save yourself a couple $1,000s if you install yourself. So just educate yourself and make sure that you are measuring your intakes and your exhaust properly. So once you've taken off all your existing vents, then you're going to cut your swath out of your ridge. You want to take off about 1.5 inches on either side of your ridge beam, then put your ridge vent down, then nail your ridge shingles on top of your ridge vent. And once you've done that, you're going to have a waterproof way for hot air to rise and escape, but not let rain or wind or vermin or insects inside the house. If you have any questions about this, if you want a little more advice and you still want to try it yourself, feel free to reach out to me anytime. You can email me live@autographconstruction.com. You can also hit me on Instagram @Jess from the Northwest.